Hello, hello. Welcome to Tabata. This is Thursday at noon. I'm going to share my screen for a few minutes. Here we go while folks make their way in. Got exactly 12 o'clock on the clock right now. Leave this up until 12:01 or 12:02. All body weight today for Tabata. We're going to alternate some cardio and some strength. It's going to be a good time. Just going to leave this up for another minute more. All right. So again, welcome to Tabata. My name is Petey, coming at you from BC Campus Recreation. For Tabata, one Tabata is 8 rounds of 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We've got 8 different exercises, and we are going to do this 4 times over to make a full Tabata training session. Today, we are going to alternate 2 different Tabatas. So we've got a leg/cardio focus on one of the Tabatas, and then an arms and core focus on the other Tabata. So we're going to do legs and cardio, then arms and core, and then we'll repeat those 2 Tabatas to make a full class today. All right, so before we get started, for those of you who are wanting to follow along with the Spotify playlist that I've made for the class, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Let me start my video back up. The playlist is in the chat there. I will let you know when to get that started, and we will get rolling. All right. So if you are following along with the Spotify playlist, we are starting that up in 3, 2, 1, play. All right. We're going to find some space out on the floor so we can start off by getting a good stretch and warm up in. So first things first, we're going to stretch out the hip flexors. I want you to drop down into a lunge position, back knee on the ground, and lean forward into the stretch. Chest is nice and proud. We're feeling some mobility in the hip flexors. All right, go ahead and switch legs here. Other leg goes forward. Moving forward into the stretch here. We want to feel the stretch down the hip flexors, the front of the leg, into the quad. Awesome. Doing a little bit more mobility before we stand up. Hands on the ground. We're in a tabletop position. I want you to plant your toes into the ground. Push the hips back into a downward dog. Now from here, we're going into plank and then back to downward dog. Turning on the back of the body here, turning on the core. Think about squeezing in between your shoulder blades. Let's do 3 more here. That's 1, 2 more to go. Coming into a plank position each time. 1 more time to go. There we go. All right, walk the feet towards the hands. Standing all the way up at the top. We're going to start with a torso twist here. So taking the legs out wide at the hips, twisting the torso. You can also let the ankles and hips go as well. All right, sticking with the same kind of movement, we're going to open our arms out wide. We're going to press the hips back, Take one hand down to the ground and then switch. This is our windmill. So we're increasing the mobility through our chest, through the back of our legs, and our upper torso here. One more each side here. All right, moving down to the lower body. What I want you to do, it's a walking stretch here. So we're pulling the knee up to the chest, holding it for just a second, and then switching. Again, think about going ahead and turning on that posture, squeezing in between the shoulder blades, turn on the core, pull the belly button into the spine. All right, now we're gonna do a little walking butt kick stretch. So grabbing a shoelace, holding for a second, and then switching legs. Turning on the balance a little bit here too. Let's do one more each leg. Perfect. All right, next up, I want you to lunge forward and twist over that front leg. Lunge forward, twist over the front leg. Just warming up the legs, connecting them to the upper body here. We're doing one more each leg. And another. All right, we're gonna finish up our warm-up with some arm circles. Take the arms out wide, small circles going forward. You kind of shift your weight around between your legs, keep the legs nice and warm. Let's go medium circles now, building some heat in the rotator cuffs. In the back of the body, shoulder blades. If you squeeze your fists, you're gonna start to warm up your forearms, biceps, triceps, shoulders. Let's go full range of motion now. Nice big circles. Think about getting a stretch maybe through the collarbone area. And let's go backwards now, full range of motion. Shoulders should be feeling pretty warm at this point. Medium circles down. Awesome, awesome. And nice small circles. Finishing off, building that heat there. All right, shaking out the arms, shaking out the legs. Just gonna double check right here. Awesome, okay. So for our two Tabatas, Tabata number 1 is a legs and cardio focus. So I'm gonna show you the 8 exercises and then we're gonna get going. Exercise number 1, we have a squat, jump, tap. So starting with legs together, we're gonna jump the legs out wide and tap the hands to the ground. Just like that. We're alternating the hand that reaches down. Option here is to step out and tap. All right, make sure we're sitting those hips back and down in that good squat position. Next exercise, we've got a repeater knee on the right side. So we've got the left leg planting in the front. We're gonna take the knee across the body here for a repeater knee. That's exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, we're hitting the other side. Awesome. Exercise number 4, we're working a squat series. So we're gonna start with a narrow squat, feet together, hips go back, mid squat. So the heels right underneath the hips, hips go back and down, and then a wide squat, toes are gonna point out wide, and we're gonna squat down there. So narrow, mid, and wide. Try to keep the chest up, shoulders back the whole time. Exercise number 5, we've got the invisible ski erg. So plant the feet, heels outside the hips, grab your ski poles and go. You can visualize working on the erg or, excuse me, skiing right down a mountain there. All right, exercise number 6, we've got the deadlift to calf raise. So heels outside the hips, weight is in the heels. We're gonna sit the hips back to reach down. We wanna keep our back nice and flat here and then rise up to a calf raise. Deadlift to calf raise. Now you wanna go to the point where your hamstrings and your back stops you. You can reach all the way to the ground, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. All right, exercise number 7, we've got lateral lunges. So what you wanna do, take a step out nice and wide and sink the hips back and down, over the outside leg. Then we switch. Try and keep the chest up nice and proud. And it's okay if you don't feel like you're going very deep for your first time doing these. You're gonna get better as we go. Exercise number 8 is an alternating donkey kick. So we're gonna be down in a tabletop position. We're gonna take one heel up and then the other. So the goal here, because we're alternating these kicks, is to make sure we have hips and shoulders square to the ground. All right, let's do it. Tabata number 1. I'm gonna turn your timer on and we're gonna get rolling. 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We're going in 10 seconds with our squat jump tap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Taking the legs out wide, chest stays nice and proud, alternating the hand that taps to the ground. Here we go. Remember your option here. Step in and then step back out. Keep the tap going. Try and sit those hips back and down and keep the weight in the heels when you squat. 10 seconds to go. Awesome work. Awesome work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. Next up, we have our right side repeater knee. So again, we're setting up with the left leg planted, bringing the knee and the hands across the body. Going in 8 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Repeater knee coming across the body. Go for it. So feel your core activate as it brings the upper body and the lower body together. We want to try and do this with a flat back. So think about squeezing between your shoulder blades. Woo, a little bit of sneaky work for the front leg here, right? Stay with it. 6 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest. Next up, we're gonna hit the other side. So the left side, repeater knee to even it out. 10 seconds to go. Grab water if you need it. Always take a break when your body tells you to. 3, 2, 1, go. Other side, repeater knee. Again, we want to try to bring the knee across the body to meet the hands. Keep the core turned on, belly button pulled into the spine. Nice work. 18 seconds. We got this, we got this. Tabata number 1. We got 4 Tabatas today. We are rocking it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Next up, we have our squat series. Narrow, mid, wide squats. Legs are starting to feel a little bit of a burn. Going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come with me. Narrow, mid, toes out, wide. There we go. We're trying to get the hips down to knee level with each of our squats. Keep that chest up and proud. Drive through the heels as you come up. Awesome work, awesome work. With each squat, we're bringing in focus on a different part of the leg. 4 seconds, 2, 1, time. 20 seconds to rest. Next up, we have that invisible ski. So whether you want to visualize yourself on a slope or visualize yourself on a ski erg, either way works. 3, 2, 1, plant the feet. Let's go. Work the arms, work the arms. The more you squeeze your fists, the more your arms are gonna get work in this exercise. There we go. Go faster down that slope. You've got this. Press the hips back. Brace the core and breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth if you can. 6 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest here. Next up, we have our deadlift to calf raise. So again, we want to plant the feet a little bit outside of the hips. We're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. Deadlift to calf raise. Again, we want to make sure the back is flat as we take the hips back for the deadlift. Chest stays nice and prone. Deadlift to calf raise. We are connecting the lower half of our posterior chain. That's what powers us through each and every day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. 20 seconds to rest. Next up, 2 more exercises to go in this Tabata. We've got lateral lunges next. So we're gonna work in a different plane here. 8 seconds, we're gonna get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the leg out, sink the hips back and down, and drive back in. Switching sides here. Now, check out that outside leg as you lunge. We want to make sure that the knee is tracking over the toe, but that it doesn't go in front of the toe. Keep that chest nice and proud. We're sinking the hips back and down. Again, if you don't feel like you're going very low, that's okay. This one takes time to build that mobility. 2, 1, time. 20 seconds to rest here. Last exercise of this Tabata, then we get a bigger break. We've got our alternating donkey kicks. So we're gonna be down in that tabletop position. Hips and shoulders squared to the ground. 2, 1, go. Keep the leg bent, squeeze the glute, and take the heel towards the ceiling. Keep the core engaged. I don't want your spine to sag. We want to keep it in a nice straight line from shoulders to hip. Well, really from head to hip. You want to keep your neck in line as well. Nice work, nice work. Big focus on the glutes here. Activating those muscles to lift the leg up towards the ceiling. And time. Awesome work. We're taking a 1.5-minute break here. Then we're gonna move to our arms and core Tabata. Here's what that looks like. While I'm showing the exercises, feel free to walk around, grab some water, keep your chest up so you have some room to breathe. Exercise number 1 is a Superman. So we are gonna be laying down on our mat, floor, whatever you got going on. We're gonna squeeze in between the shoulder blades and with the glutes. We're gonna lift for a second and then lower back down. The Superman. Again, working on that posterior chain, so important to our physical health. Second, we're gonna do a push-up series, very similar to the squat series. We wanna start with a tricep push-up, hands in nice and tight. We're gonna go out, and then we're gonna go for a wide push-up here. Now I'm doing this on the knees. You can do it on the toes, or you can do knees under hips here. So tricep push-up, chest push-up, wide fly push-up. All right. Exercise number 3. We are working on reverse plank bridges. So here's what that looks like. Starting, sitting back like this. Your fingers want to point towards your feet. You're going to drive your heels into the ground, lift the hips up until your body hits a straight line, and then lower back down. So right here, we're working on core strength, glute strength, and shoulder mobility. All right. Next exercise, we are working just the tricep push-up. So hands are in nice and tight so that the elbows scrape the sides of the body as we go down. You do these on your knees, toes, or knees under hips with these tricep push-ups. We're gonna get a good burn in the arms today. Exercise number 5 is a boxer sit-up. So sitting back on your sits bones, you're gonna go all the way back to the bed, sit up, punch, punch. Straighten those arms out, make a good solid fist. Sit up, punch, punch. You can use the arms to throw yourself forward to get up to the top of that sit-up. Next exercise, we are doing a pike jack. 2 different ways to do this. We're gonna start in a plank position. You can jump the hips up, just like that, or you can step all the way up and all the way back. Taking nice small steps, you want to take the impact out of it. Exercise number 7 is a rotating hover. So I want you to set up your hover or your plank with arms like this. You're gonna open up towards the right side and then return back down. You can do this on the knees too. You just keep that bottom knee on the ground. And exercise number 8, we're gonna do the other side. All right, should be feeling pretty recovered at this point. Let's hit our Tabata number 2. I'm gonna reset your timer here. In 10 seconds, we're starting with the Superman. Laying down on the ground. Go for it. Squeeze and lift and then release. Squeeze and lift and then release. If you've got some lower back stuff, you want to only do the upper body here. Keep the lower body down on the ground. Awesome work, awesome work. Turning on the back of the body. The thing that's going to power us through our day, help us move faster, move stronger, and stand up straighter. Time. 20 seconds to rest here. Next up, we have our push-up series. So tricep, chest, wide fly. Again, you can go knees, toes, or knees under hips with this one. We go in 3, 2, 1. Hands under the shoulders. Take a step out. Elbows go diagonally back and down. Go a little wider. Awesome. Reset. Tricep, chest, wide fly. Awesome work, awesome work. Keeping it up. Knees under hips right here. And wide fly. Nice work, nice work. Targeting different parts of the arms, just like we did with the legs in our squat series. And time. Take that rest. 20 seconds to breathe. Next up, we have our reverse plank bridges. So finding a seat here, we want the fingers to point towards the toes. Try and keep your shoulders away from your ears to keep that chest lifted. All right, go for it. Bridging up and then returning back down. Again, it's gonna feel easy for your shoulders to creep up to your ears. Try and keep them locked back and down. Awesome work, awesome work. Building strength in the forearms and the wrists as well. Very, very important, especially as we get older. Keep breathing, keep moving. We're squeezing the glutes to get the hips up, and time. 20 seconds to rest here. Next up, we have just the tricep push-up. Focus on the back of the arms. We want to keep the arms nice and narrow, hands under the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go for it. All right, remember your options here. You can go on your toes, you can go on your knees, or you can go knees under hips. Any way you do it, you're getting great work for the back of the arms here. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. Stay with it. Keep pushing. If you gotta take a second to reset, do it. Time. Take that break. 20 seconds to rest. Next up, we have our boxer sit-up. So finding a seat on your sits bones. Chest stays nice and proud, even in the break. 3, 2, 1. Let's hit that boxer sit-up. Go back, all the way up, punch, punch. Now you can go as fast or as slow as feels comfortable here. Work to your level. Listen to your body. It knows what's best for you. Extend those arms all the way out on the punches. We're doing a 1-2 punch here. Squeeze the wrist. Turn that wrist over as you punch. Almost there, almost there. Time. Awesome work. Next up, we've got the pike jack. Remember, you can walk or jump this move. Hands down on the mat. Let's go. Pike and back. So I'm jumping it right here. And I'm turning the crown of my head towards the ground as I send my hips up. Now remember, you can walk into this plank, or into this pike, excuse me, and then walk back into the plank. You are still working your core. We're working shoulders, triceps, forearms, and a little sneaky work in the legs as well. Time. Awesome stuff. Take that rest. Next up, we have our rotating hover. We're going to do the right side first. Remember, for this, you're setting your arms up like an equal sign. 5 seconds. Go for it. Rotating hover. Open up. Send the arm to the ceiling. Come back down. We are rotating on our feet or on your knees. Awesome work. Very important to keep breathing here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Awesome work. Awesome work. Stay with it. The whole 30 seconds, just this one side. Time. Take that rest. You got 20 seconds to breathe. We're going to do the other side now. So one oblique should be feeling pretty fired up. We're going to hit oblique number 2. So again, setting those hands up like an equal sign. Go for it. Opening up and coming back in. Now you want to try and keep the hips in the same line. So I don't want your hips to sag when you open up. We want to stay active. Keep that belly button pulled towards the spine. Check out the knee option right here. There we go. If you're feeling a little unstable or it's just not with you today, try out this option. You can also just hold the plank right here. Time. Awesome work. 1.5 minutes of rest right here. Guess what, Tabata team? We are halfway through. No more surprises. You know what's coming now. We're going to repeat the 2 Tabatas that we just did. So during this break, make sure you keep moving around. Stand up if you can. Keep your chest nice and proud. Breathe and grab some water. All right. I like to stay nice and light and loose in between the Tabata rounds, whether that's torso twist, just shaking the arms out, shifting the weight from foot to foot, just enough to keep me moving while my heart rate comes back down and while my muscles recover. We're a minute into our rest. We've got 30 more seconds to breathe here. We're gonna go back to our leg and cardio Tabata. So our first round is gonna be the squat jump tap. All right, we're going in 15 seconds. 10 seconds, we're hitting the squat jump tap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Tabata number 3 on 4. The end is near. Keep the chest up and proud. Jumping out and then putting weight into the heels. We got this. We got this. 15 seconds to go. Try and keep that chest proud, even though you're reaching the hand to the floor to tap. Remember your option here. Awesome work, awesome work. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, time. Next up, 20 seconds of rest. And then we've got the right side, repeater knee. Guess what? You're done with the squat jump tap. All right, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll. Repeater knee. You got this. You got this. Last time you got to do this. We're getting the heart rate back up. A little bit of cardio for your Thursday or whatever day you end up watching it. Cardio is good any day. 10 seconds to go. Keep pushing. Come on. Come on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest here. Next up, we've got the other side. Whew. Hands on the hips if you need some extra air. It just encourages more space in your chest for your lungs to breathe. All right, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Crossbody knee, we're hitting the other side. The repeater knee. We got this, we got this. Last time you gotta do this exercise. Keep working, keep working. Feel your core turn on. Feel your standing leg turn on. Feel the working quad turn on. We got this. 8 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest here. Whew. Next up, we have our squat series. Narrow, mid, wide. Going in 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Narrow, mid, and wide. Toes are out wide there. Narrow, mid, and wide. Targeting different parts of the leg. Chest stays nice and proud. We got this, we got this. Last round, you're doing this squat series. Finish it strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest. Next up, we have our invisible ski. We're almost there, team. All right. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, plant the feet, and go. Big skis, big skis. Get down the slope. You got this. Drive the hips back, and then push them forward with your glutes and your hamstrings. Squeeze the fist. We got it, we got it. Chest stays proud. Keep the back flat. Squeeze in between the shoulder blades. 8 seconds to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Awesome work. 18 seconds to rest here. All right. Deadlift to calf raises next. We are almost to a break. We got 3 more exercises that we get 1.5 minutes to breathe. 5 seconds. 2, 1, go. Deadlift to calf raise. Reaching the hands down towards the ground. It's okay if you don't get all the way to the ground. It is more important to keep your back flat. We don't want the work to be in the lower back. We want it to be in the hamstrings and glutes. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. Ooh, my calves are starting to burn. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest here. Next up, we have our lateral lunges. Second to last exercise of this Tabata, and then we're gonna take a nice break. Going in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We're gonna step out wide and hit it. Stepping out wide, sink the hips back and down, and then switch legs. Awesome work, awesome work. Sitting into the heel and driving the leg back by pushing through the outside of the foot. Keep that chest as proud as you can. We've got 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. 20 seconds to rest. Last exercise in this Tabata, the alternating donkey kick. Finishing off, legs and cardio with a little bit of glute activation. Find a tabletop. Go for it. We're alternating the leg that lifts. We want to try and keep the hips from rocking back and forth. Squeeze that core. Pull the belly button to the spine, even as you squeeze the glute. Take the heel up to the ceiling. Try not to sink into your upper body. Stay nice and braced. Awesome work, awesome work. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last exercise of this Tabata. And time. Awesome work. Done with legs and cardio. 1.5 minutes to rest. And then we're gonna knock out arms and core. Doing great work, team. We're almost there. About 45 minutes of high intensity interval training. We got the heart rate doing all sorts of crazy things. It's gonna boost your metabolism for the rest of the day. It's gonna make you feel better for the rest of the day. We love to hear it. All right. We got about 45 more seconds to rest. Even if your heart rate is coming back down, we're still letting the muscles recover. Shake the legs out, shake the arms out. Try and reestablish some good breathing. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Think about keeping your chest nice and proud. We've got 30 more seconds to rest. I want you to think about posture this Tabata. A lot of times we find ourselves like this, texting on our phones, on our computers when we're sitting or standing. Let's try and keep that nice proud posture. Squeeze it between the shoulder blades. All right. Shall we? The last Tabata. 10 seconds. We're doing the Superman. Laying down on your stomach, hands and feet extended. Go. Lift and release. Little squeeze and lower. Awesome, awesome stuff. We are squeezing in between the shoulder blades and with the glutes. We got it, we got it. We're in our last Tabata. With each round, we get closer to the finish. Keep breathing. Time. Take that rest. Next up, we have our push-up series. So we're going narrow, mid, and wide with the push-ups, just like we did with the squats. Knees, toes, or knees under hips for this. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Tricep, step it out. Chest, step it out. Wide fly. We want to get a 90-degree angle in the elbows with each push-up. Keep breathing. Keep working. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice job, nice job. Remember, you've got a knees under hips option. And time. Great work. Check those push-ups off your list. Next up, we have our reverse plank bridge. So sitting back on your sit bones, fingertips pointed towards the toes. 2, 1, let's bridge. Heels into the ground, lifting up, squeezing the glutes. Coming up into a straight line with our body, then releasing. So if you need to make that adjustment, I just move my hands back a little bit more, and it unlocked some mobility in my shoulders. Awesome work, awesome work. Stay with it, stay with it. We are almost there. And time. Great work. Last round of push-ups coming at you. We've got tricep push-ups, keeping the elbows in nice and tight to the body so that we can focus on the back of the arm here. Again, knees, toes, or knees under hips with this one. Hands are under the shoulders. Go. Keeping those elbows in nice and tight to the body. Remember, you can do this on your toes, and you can do this with your knees under your hips as well. Keep breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Get through the whole round. Good focus on the back of the arms here. Time. Awesome work. Next up, we have our boxer sit-up. So we're flipping over back to our sit bones. Try to keep that chest nice and proud, even when you're resting. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go for it. All the way back, all the way up, punch, punch. There we go. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Bring it in the core. We love to see it. You can use those arms as momentum aids. Throw them forward as you sit up. It's going to help you get to the top, even when your core gets tired. Stay with it, stay with it. Time. Awesome work. We have 3 more exercises to go, team. Next up, we have our pike jacks. Remember, you can do this walking or jumping. We're in a plank position. We're going to send our hips up to the ceiling. Go for it. We're either jumping the feet in or we're walking the feet in. Hips are going up. Finding that plank position. Feel your core activate as it has to pull the legs in. Walking option here. Core is still activating to pull the legs in. We're working shoulders as well as we transition into that pike. Awesome work. Awesome work. Time. Whew. 2 more rounds left to go. Next up, we've got the rotating plank. Remember, you're setting up with your arms in an equal side. 5 seconds. All right, let's do it. Open up for that plank. Come back down to the middle. Again, we want to keep the hips lifted, even if you're on your knees, like so. Just doing one side for this round. We'll do the next side, the next round. Keep squeezing in between the shoulder blades. Feel this oblique light up. Awesome work, awesome work. Stay with it, stay with it. Time. Woo. Rest for 20 seconds. We are coming up on our last round. We're going to do the rotating hover on the second side. And then we're going to stretch. Hands in an equal side. Let's roll. Open up. Come back down. Awesome work. Give this move everything you have. It's the last one you got to do. Rotating those hips over. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Remember, you got a knee option if you need it. And time. Lay down on the stomach right here. We're going to rest. As you're laying down here, think about all the hard work you just did. Let's grab a shoelace for a quad stretch. Gather that breath, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Your body just did some awesome work, total body work, high intensity interval training. Switch legs here. Again, your metabolism is going to be a little bit higher for the rest of the day. Make sure you rehydrate, refuel. And take some time for you today. You've accomplished a lot doing this Tabata. You have earned it. Now, let's take the hands out into goalpost arms. What we're going to do, we're going to do the right side first. So keep the right hand on the ground, put the right ear to the ground, and use the left hand to roll away. You can send the leg over the back to increase the stretch. We are targeting the pec, the chest, and the shoulder here. All right, return back down to your stomach. Set the other arm up. Other arm goes to the ground. Put the other ear to the ground and roll. So again, I want to feel the stretch in here. You may feel a good release in your back too if you're sending your leg over. And return back to your stomach. Let's press back to a child's pose here. Feeling a stretch in the lats, in the back of the body. Awesome. Let's come slowly up to a standing position. One leg crosses over the other one. Reach over the side of the body. Feel the stretch down the oblique, down the IT band on the side of the leg. And go to the other side. Up over the top. Take the feet out wide, shoulder stretch to finish this off. Try and grab your arm behind the elbow. Don't grab it on the elbow. Switch arms here. All right, shake the arms out. Nice head circle one way and then the other. Thank you so much for joining me today for Tabata. Again, my name is Petey with Boston College Campus Recreation. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, anything you got, please shoot me an email at petersrx@bc.edu. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great rest of your day.